What's up, gang? I don't need that scroller right now. That's what happens when I don't actually do what I say I'm going to do between streams. Anyway, Crystal Hive is live. It's Saturday. And that means I'm just going to mess around, play a bunch of games, do some weird stuff, and chat about anything and everything Keyforge. I was looking at some decks that I wanted to play today, and I don't really have a good idea, so I might spend this first few minutes here just loading some decks from my DOK page. Trying to find some better decks to play in the Cote 8, or the Cote 8. This round, this week, is going to be 64 SAS and below. And I don't really have a bunch of good options, so I just need to do a lot of testing, really. And if you'll see above, I'm at 110% of my subscriber goal, which is fucking amazing. So I'm going to update that too. If I remember where it is. Let's go. Where are we going? There we go. Edit. Let's aim for 25 for the next one. That's 125. No, thank you. There we go. Anyway, while I'm doing all this bullshit, how's everyone's day doing? Depending on where you are in the world, your day is either just starting or on the tail end of finishing. I'm right in the middle. That one looks okay. Intrigued by that one. This one looks interesting. See what this one can do. Pop in here, import. Let's just hop into some casual queues. Let's just hop into that one because they're waiting. So this deck is Ranger Wadsworth. Right? Yeah. Oh god. The weather out here has been crazy. So I 3D print wrong side filament over here, and then I 3D print resin in the garage, and it's been so cold out that my 3D printer won't even cure the resin, so I'm glad that it's warming up. That seems like a good start here. Let's go. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, you were so close, Goober. You were one off. Alright, I'm gonna go this. Let's drop Eterome, drop Dendrix, drop Imp Spectre, and then I'm going to Draining Touch, just to get rid of that ward. I didn't want to kill Tricerian Legionary because then I'd put a warded Valgerico in the center of their battle line, and I don't want to do that. One of these days, someone's gonna win a jackpot, and I don't have anything set up to animate if you win. I'm trying to set up a betting based on whether I'm going to win or lose with my deck, kind of like Tabletop Royale. Sorry guys, I'm stealing that idea. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Well, they've got Valjerko sandwiched between two taunts, so do I have a board? I have Key to Dis, so I do have a board clear, but it's pretty unreliable. Even though I did just draw it. Because my music might be a little too loud, might be catching on my mic a little bit. Go back in here, go in there. Lock it back up. All right. Do. No actions. That's fine with me. Let's go Dis. Going to drop Soul Fiddle, drop Key to Dis. Spike Trap will hit each flank creature. It's not going to kill either of theirs. So I'm just going to Reap. I'm going to play Infernus, look at their discard and hit their stealth mode and trust no one. And call that good. So other than having delicious weather now, yeah, it's like 45 here. So I've just got my super lightweight hoodie on. That's all I need. But other than that, how you been doing, Kelly? I'd ask Goober, but I know how Goober's doing. Yeah, that's the adulting life, right? I just remember yeah, Goober's doing fuck homework. I remember just when I was growing up, I always wanted to, I would always say like, can't wait till I grow up. I can do whatever I want. That's not true. You can for a little bit, but you have to work. And it's just like having parents that pay you to listen to them. Man, what am I gonna do? I think I want to play Dis. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dis. Reap and Reap. Soul Fiddle's not really gonna matter right now. I'm gonna drop my Imp Spectre. Ooh. I'm going to play Buzzle to the right here. I'm gonna Purge Frayne. And then I'm gonna Reap with Buzzle. And then let's Key to Dis. And double Imp Spectre. Make Purge 2 more. Nice, those are good hits. Mad Max. Is that a new game that's out, or I'm a little out of the curve with video games? Alright, I'm gonna go with Untamed. Let's drop a Fangtooth Cavern. Let's drop a Panpaka Anga. Then a Harmonia. Ooh, actually. Yeah, whatever. And then a Brudon Auxiliary. Hit a Lodon. And end turn. And kill that Umbra. Oh. I mean, that's essentially what Mad Max is, right? Just nuclear fallout apocalypse, but people killing, stealing, and raping. It's basically GTA, right? Alright, this deck isn't doing too bad, actually. It's got some cool purge mechanics. I'm curious what, as always, what my opponent's SAS is, just to see if I'm playing against something in the same ballpark as this deck. So I'm playing a 63, they are playing a 72. So nowhere in the same ballpark, but we'll see how I can hold out. I still don't have my first key, but let's go Shadows. Another Spike Trap. Let's drop an Umbra over here. I don't want Harmonia to die, so I'm just going to drop Bad Penny. And a Gambling Den. And just kill Bad Penny. Which is going to kind of be my annoying prevention of Fangtooth killing the targets that I want it to. Or don't want it to, sorry. So you're like the cops in GTA. Spoiling people's attempts at anarchy. So my opponent guessed Star Alliance and hit Star Alliance and then got their second key. That's great. That's great. What do I have? I'm just gonna be lazy here. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Yeah, I can't ever say. I'm probably the wrong person to talk to about Mad Max. I did not enjoy that series whatsoever. Or those two movies. Let's do the blue key. Oh boy. Boy indeed. I guess let's go Untamed. So let's Reap. Actually, yeah, I'll Reap. Let's go Panpaka Anga again. And a giant Gnawbill. A Kangafant. And a Mustic Murmook. Let's hit there. Double Spike Traps are not going to kill this guy. And then... Okay, so let's end turn. I'm going to kill Harmonia because I've got more creatures than my opponent right now. Ooh, favorite movie of all... I can't say I've heard of Road Warrior. Is that in the Mad Max series or world? Okay, I've only seen Mad Max and then Fury Road. Probably why I don't like the series, because I have no idea what the story is. It's just like, Fury Road just felt like a 4-hour long car chase scene. And I was like, ugh. I don't know. My favorite like nuclear fallout apocalypse movie is The Book of Eli with Morgan Freeman. It was awesome. Actually, it's got Morgan Freeman and I can't remember. I know her name. Mila Kunis. I feel like this deck would be pretty good against other 63, 64s. It's pretty annoyingly... It's got an annoying large board, which generally... I mean, against Saurian, it's going to have a hard time. But the Fangtooth Cavern will most likely hit my opponent's decks. I'm looking at 3 Shadows, 2 Untamed, 1 Infernus, so 1 Dis, so I might as well try. Let's go Shadows. Hit it. Woo! Okay, so let's go Shadows. Kill both those. Actually, I'm going to kill Gambling Den so that my opponent can't get use out of it. Seeker Needle. I'm going to have Umbra fight and steal 1. Let's drop a Bad Penny to the left. And then a Pestering Blow right there. And then let's go Spike Trap. And then drop Bad Penny again. That puts me at check. 7 of 7. This is a sneaky little play line this deck has. No, they killed my Seeker Needle. Giant Gnawbill is really cool. Artifact Hate too. I love this card. It's hard to really make it work because people generally nuke that off the board if they have an artifact heavy deck. He's pretty cool. Paired with Kangafant, it really slows my opponent down, and I do a lot of, not a lot of, but I want to fight with Umbra. I've got some Amber Pips here. Pestering Blow to Murmook, okay? Forge the yellow key. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm gonna double down on my Fangtooth Caverns here. Fuck it, why not? Let's go Untamed. Kill that Fangtooth. Let's Reap with Kangafant. He's gonna kill himself. Let's Reap. 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 Drop the Fangtooth Cavern. I don't really want to play Cauldron Boil right now because it's gonna kill my Murmook. Or maybe do I? I do, because that's gonna put me in check. So let's see if that finishes the game here. Tina Turner, did she have her fabulous, I won't even call it an afro, she just had really poofy hair. Unless I'm misremembering. It's probably an afro. I'm too white to know what a true afro looks like. I don't have curly hair at all. Stealth mode, I'm at 6 of 6. They're at 7 of 6. Oh boy! 63 just beat out a 72. This deck needs some more testing. Hop right into another one. Ranger Wadsworth. Got 8 artifacts. I didn't realize I had that many artifacts. There we go. Mark just subscribed? Hell yeah, man. You're officially part of the Psychic Network now. Oh boy, this is an awesome starting hand. Oh, blonde, big hair. Yeah, because she had a phase where she had an afro. And then she had a phase where she just kind of did like 80s blowouts. And then I don't remember anything past that. I was actually talking to Goober yesterday. I was like, you know, Mark probably hasn't subscribed yet because he has no idea how to do it. And I just haven't bugged him about it. I'm glad that I was accurate. I'm gonna go Shadows and just drop Simon because I want to give my opponent an opportunity to try and build their board a little bit before I play or Harmonia. That way I can get a little bit of amber production out of playing some creatures. The hoodie, I have to say, is really comfortable, so you definitely will not be disappointed. I will say though, so I washed them in cold water inside out so the screen print doesn't get cracked and ruined. And so washing them in cold water, dried them in a cool cycle of the dryer. They do run just barely small. So I normally wear a large and it still fits. I'm not trying to say they don't fit, but if you want something comfortable, maybe go up a size larger than you're used to. So if you wear a large, might try the extra large. If you don't mind it being more form-fitting, not tight, not anything along those lines, but if you don't mind it being more form-fitting, then you can order the normal size you usually wear. Let's go Unoya, Punpaka, and that Kangapant, and then Fangtooth. Pew 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 pew. Bye, Gamgee. I also got my Crystal Hive sticker today. I'll bring that back after my midstream break to show everyone what that looks like. I plan to put it on my phone case. Maybe not my phone case. Maybe I'll put it on my laptop. My laptop's covered in stickers already. Shadows. To drop a Spike Trap. Oubliette. Let's purge that old Bruno and drop a Simon. Kill Gloriana's Attendant. Okay, so I do have 2 Amber Pip targets for this Infernus. Savage Clash I might actually want to get rid of. I don't necessarily mind Tempting Offer, so I might hit Shoulder Id and Savage Clash, because I really don't want them to repeat any board clears. It just depends on how long I think this game's going to go. So let's go Dis, Key to Dis, Infernus. Opponents, so they are on check, so I'm just going to hit Amber Pips. So I'm going to hit Lost in the Woods and Shoulder Id. Yeah, that seems like a good play there. Let's go Buzzle. I'm not going to purge anything, and I'm going to discard and discard. actually? I'm just gonna leave it because I was debating hitting Spike Trap because that would clear my board, so whatever they drop, their weakest creature would die. But I don't want to get too fancy yet. I don't know this deck well enough. If you end up buying the hoodie while I'm streaming, Mark, you get a fun little notification from God, what's his name? The thrift shop song, Macklemore. Get to show off your new duds. How did they use my spike trap? Oh, did they have a spike trap? They had a spike trap. Lots of spike traps this game. I am in House Dis. I'm going to drop an Inspector, drop another Inspector, drop an Eterome, and end turn. Yeah. Let's just hit an Inspector and purge a Bone Rot. That's a really good purge. Unfortunately, my Infernus couldn't hit that, but now they don't get to play it at all. They drop an Infernus. Ooh, they're hitting their own cards. Because I don't have any Amber Pips. Which is fine with me. I'm gonna go Shadows. Do I key to Dis here? I definitely Hawk. I'm gonna hit Obsidian Forge. I'm gonna Pestering Blow and hit Bone Saw. Because then I can drop Bad Penny over here, hit my Spike Trap, then drop Bad Penny and drop Umbra. And it's gonna bounce my Bad Penny. Oh boy, okay. So load on, I want 3. I do have 3 or more, so that's gonna trigger. So I think I'm gonna go Untamed. I'm going to go ahead and key to Dis. Oh, Mustic Marmook's gonna kill himself. Whatever. I'm just gonna discard him then, so I'm gonna load on. And Yeah, I don't want to drop Root on Auxiliary because he's going to just kill himself. You have so much to live for, man. So I'm just going to discard. Look, Mark, you're learning all the prompts on Key or on Twitch and everything. You'll be a Twitch expert in no time. Oh shit. So, sorry, I just got cool news on my phone. So the authors of the Expanse book series, because I follow them on Amazon, they just sent a $5 credit to anyone that wants to buy any of their books. So I guess I'm buying the next book in the Expanse series. I am going to go to Blue Key. I'm going to play Dis. We're going to go Soul Fiddle. Drop an Infernus. Hit my opponent's discard. Anything with multiples. Nothing with more than 1 pip. So I'm going to hit Vaults. Reclaim by Nature. Since I do have a pretty artifact heavy deck. And then probably Obsidian Forge. Or I'm going to actually hit Mark of Dis, because I don't want to be house controlled. Yeah. They can. They just need the right trainer, right? That reminds me, who is the Oscar... It was Oscar something, the Dog Whisperer, I think was his show on TLC. Basically lost almost all of his clients because he, not on one of his shows, but I think it was an interview, was saying that it's okay to hit your dog to train them because they need to know who the alpha male is. And I think TLC like canceled his show immediately. Yeah, like so he had really good overarching ideas. Caesar, there we go. Caesar Milan, that's his name. I'm terrible at names lately, it's awful. So yeah, like he had really good ideas of here's the type of behavior that needs to change, here's what we want to change it to. I mean, that kind of stuff's pretty easy to see if you're a trainer and that's your career. But I just he rubbed me the wrong way and I couldn't quite tell what it was. And then once he said, oh yeah, you can not beat your dog, but you can hit him. I was like, oh yep, that's it. That's what I didn't like. That was all under the surface. But I really like, what was the guy? Something Galaxy. The guy that trained the cats. He was a lot of fun. Oh, I'll walk you through how to get rid of, or to show the Mars head in a second after I take my turn here. I'm going to regrowth. Do I want to regrowth? Yeah, I'm gonna take that Infernus back. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go Untamed. I'm gonna drop my Mustic Murmook to hit Drekker. Yeah, Jackson Galaxy. Let's go Cauldron Boil just for an Amber. Let's regrowth and grab my Infernus. Okay, so Mark, if you go to your, if you're on Twitch, I can walk you through the web page version. I think it'll be somewhat similar on the phone, but you're gonna go to your Twitch settings. Where is it? In your Twitch settings, you go to security and privacy. And yeah, so settings, security and privacy. Scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a setting that says hide founder badge. If you toggle that on, it will not show your founder badge, and it will instead show the subscriber badge that I have, which is the Mars head. So you just need to turn that founder badge off. Or sorry, turn that setting on, because it says do not show. Honestly, like, I feel this deck could be good if I really put a lot of time into learning it. So I want to see what I'm playing against, because it's beaten a 72. I'm playing against a 75, and I've put them at basically a stalemate right now. And I have 9 of their cards purged, and I'm hitting a lot of their Amber Pip stuff. And then once I get through my deck and see my other Fangtooth Cavern, it'll start hitting a lot of their creatures too. But they also have 2 Infernus, so we're in a bit of a purge battle. Well, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find it on my Twitch app. So if you're in the app, if you just go to your home screen and you click your avatar on the top left and then click account settings, it'll be the same title. It'll be security and privacy. And then, ooh, maybe not. That is so weird. Why is that setting in a completely different spot when you're on your phone? That's so stupid. Good job, developers. Anyway, let's see. They just got into massive Amber Rush here. They just dumped a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, they killed their True Brew. That Cinder True Brew synergy is really great. Let's just go Dis. No, I'm gonna go Shadows. I'm just gonna try and cycle my hand. Gambling Den, Spike Trap, Simon, and Bad Penny. Yeah, I was looking on my phone and I'm just like, well, it's gotta be at least under the same setting, so I need to find the same settings page. It's not even under privacy and whatever I said it was. There is no option about the badge, so. Good job, Twitch. Consistency. Whatever. I kind of want to flame this guy that 75s are not casual, but whatever. I did pretty well until they got their True Brew combo off. I feel like if they didn't have True Brew, I probably could beat this. My opponent's deck. There you go. You got your Mars. You got your boy. I am working, here's the thing for my subscribers, I am working on emojis. I've been talking to a couple graphic designers to try and figure out some appropriate pricing. Because I don't want a ton of crazy stuff, but I do want some fun emojis for everyone. Oh my god. I had 4 cards of Untamed out of 6, and I fucking pulled the Shadows. Okay, well, let's go Untamed. Let's go Yanoya. Panpaka Anga. Mustic Murmook. let's hit Gamgee with that. And then let's Spike Trap. GG. Honestly, I put up a pretty good fight against a 75 with a 63, so I'm happy with this deck so far. I mean, so in one stream, Mark, you subscribed and you toggled your founder badge, so you need a nap. You've put in a lot of work. You've done it. I played against this player quite a bit. This is I don't have it on our spreadsheet. I'm gonna pop it in once this game gets going. It was, where'd it go? Ranger Wadsworth. It's got some pretty gnarly stuff. I'm gonna mulligan. It's not a great starting hand. It wasn't terrible, but I guess I'm gonna start with a Brobnar Drummerknot. Go with, this is gnarly. I wish I had a Mars creature. I'm gonna go Shadows, Dipno Spymaster, Whistling Darts, and I'm just going to discard that Nerve Blast because I don't want to clog my hand up waiting to steal an Amber. I guess we're going Brobnar again. Right? Nah, I'm just gonna go Mars. So let's just start with a Destroy Them All. Hit that artifact, hit that creature, hit that upgrade. Let's just play Mars first. And call that a good turn. I think my best choice so far, again, I gotta really update our shared spreadsheet, but this Monk Swan deck actually looks pretty well-rounded, so I'm gonna give that some reps today. Brobnar. Let's go Signal Fire and the War Chest. Let's do Pound to kill Igor and drop Drummerknot. So it's got 5 artifacts, 12 actions, 18 creatures, 1 upgrade. 4 of the cards are rare. Not that that rare spread even matters at all on Keyforge. It's a 63. It's got about average Amber control for what I'd like in a competitive scene. Its efficiency is, efficiency. Its expected Amber is almost 25. Artifact control is it's there, but creature control again is there. But it really is just a very pretty high effective Amber with some decent Amber control. In that Amber control is a too much to protect and a bait and switch. So it's got some pretty good Shadows control. I guess let's go Brobnar to play First Blood. Sure. Let's go Flame Wake Shaman. Sure, go and hit you. Reap. War Chest isn't going to do anything, but... So I'm at check 6 of 6. Go blue key. Man, they're not playing any creatures is the problem. So I guess let's go Mars. I'm gonna have to end up damaging my own board. Quixel Proliferator. I'm gonna discard Sample Collection. Orbital Bombardment, reveal none. Orbital Bombardment, reveal none. I also have this, the Chair of Lemison deck, my double Chaos Portal, which is pretty fun. I don't remember how strong it was, but I remember enjoying playing it. Because you can get to the point where you actually know what house is on top of the deck, so you can hit Chaos Portal pretty regularly. Guess let's stay with Mars. Let's go Combat Pheromones. Stixel Beambuckler. Let's go ahead and get that Drummer Knot off the board. And then Mind Warper. I don't know what my opponent's trying to do here. Probably trying to hit a big Brig. But they're just discarding all their creatures. Like, I can't tell if they're trolling or not. I guess let's just go Shadows, because that's going to put me in the check. So hide away, It's Combat Pheromones, boom, boom. And Reap, Reap. If they just discard all their creatures, I'm pretty sure they're trolling. But yeah, there's the Brig. You trolling me? Knowledge is power, gain 3 Ember. So it's a Brig, Knowledge is power. Interesting. And just like that, they have almost as much Amber as I do. Okay, so they were just discarding just to get to that combo is what they were doing. So I'm going to... I'm gonna go Shadows, drop Brend, because giving him 1 more Amber is not really going to matter. And then I'm set up to hit Brend with a Coward's End here and steal 3. They might actually beat me by playing that combo that way. Because if they had a key charge, they lost their key charge on their Wild Wormhole. But if they had a key charge, they would definitely beat me. Yeah, and they just tremored too. Okay, let's go Mars. Oh yeah, they are going to beat me. That's rough. See, whenever I play decks like this, I don't think in the mindset of, oh yeah, you don't want to play any creatures, just discard everything. So 65, so this is in the ballpark of what we need to be able to play. Jesus. I don't even know what you do against that. Like, you need to have massive Amber control, because all they're doing is they're digging through their deck trying to get the Brig combo. The moment they get it, they just dump Logos, and then you have to answer the Amber or you have 3 turns to win. That's weird. Woof. Alright, did I load everything I wanted to try? I'm gonna try Monk Swan. Right, like, I don't know. I needed the TMTP. Actually, I don't think I had it in that deck. Yeah, I don't think that last deck had a TMTP. Now I'm looking at it, it was Harm Disc. Harm Disc doesn't have huge Amber control. Yeah, most of my Amber control is actually in all my damage mixed with Mars Needs Amber. So the fact that they weren't playing creatures shut my Amber control down, so they played smartly. It was just a matter I couldn't go fast enough was the problem. I'm going to mulligan. And I guess go with Sanctum, and I'm probably going to draw another Sanctum. Yep. So stupid. This draw algorithm hates me. This is the deck that has TMTP and bait and switch. I guess let's go with Untamed. Let's regrowth Remiel back to hand and drop a Niffle Ape. Daughter, Demodot, Demobot, Sanctum, Remiel, Hallowed Blaster, and a Shield of Justice just for shits and giggles. Ah, that's right. Yeah, this has got the fun combo of Word of Returning and Key Charge. So if I see a heavy capture deck, it's just like, oh yeah, thanks for the free key. This deck I don't think is going to be capturing much though. It's got a lot of board clear, double Drekker, Discombobulator. Yeah, it's not going to be capturing much at all. But with true fancy of Crucible Online, I'm seeing a lot of people testing actually in the 60s. This one does not read like it's a 60-ish. Yeah, it's a 70. Let's go Shadows. Drop the Bad Pennies. Sorry, the Bad Penny, Double Moon Cursor, and a Mac the Knife. QMax with draw icons are so good. let's go fly a kite. Sure, let's go Sanctum. Drop a Raiding Knight. Reap with Remiel to use a Moon Cursor to fight, and I'll just... Oh boy. Let's kill Damobot. It's not going to be a change in Amber, but then let's Reap to use the other Moon Cursor to fight there. Steal 1. And I'm going to use that to hit my bad penny. And I'm at check 6 of 6. They don't have anything that can keep me off the key, so I'm okay with that. Mark of Dis, they're probably going to lock me into Untamed. Okay, Untamed's alright actually. So I'll be able to key charge and get this Amber off Daughter. Full hand of Dis. Dracker. Untamed. So first, let's start with Word of Returning. Let's go Key Charge. Forge Blue Key. Let's go Lost in the Woods to shuffle. Ooh, this is a tough one. Moon Cursor and a Moon Cursor. Nah, and a Remiel. Let's shuffle both their Drekkers back in. Then let's play Fogbank. They can't fight. Let's have Mac Reap. That seems like it was a good turn. If they've got one elusive at least. I have one, just one. So I'll lose Mac if I go Sanctum. Ooh, Star Alliance for Quintrino. So they're probably going to hit 3 and 1. Yep. Definitely not going Sanctum now. Probably just going to dump a whole bunch of shadows. Hayden Oswin though. I have to get her off the board. But I don't have any way to do that. So shadows, Skeleton Key, Seeker Needle, Umbra, and Bad Penny. And this is where it just gets to a point where a 60s rank like mine, I think this is a 64, just can't keep up with a 70. Gets to a point once higher ranked decks start going through their whole deck, they start seeing everything they need and their deck starts coming together. I mean, they've been almost through their entire deck already and I still have 14 cards left. So that just speaks to the efficiency as you go up in strength of a deck. The more efficiency something has, the more every game you're going to be able to do the same thing because you can get through your deck routinely. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a lot to do against the Daughter. I had to dedicate 2 or 3 creatures to it, but I'm also testing against decks that I would not be playing against. So I'm just trying to get an idea for the deck. In the most part, I'm not going to win most of these matches because most people are not queuing with low 60s. I'm gonna go Untamed Full Moon, Dust Pixie, and then a Snufflegator. She, at the time I reaped with Max, she didn't have a damage on her, did she? That was done on their dis turn. GG. Yeah, I can't get through my deck. Like, all my bait and switch, my dodger, my moon cursor, all my steel is here. So, whatever. This is the hard part of testing online, is just a lot of people testing things that I would not play in this league because they're just so vastly different. I'm gonna refresh, and by being different I mean their SAS ranks. Not allow spectators, casual, and let's do my double chaos portal deck. Okay, yeah, I remember she had a capture on her. Dick Roland. It's like the worst name you can name your child is Dick. Ooh, man, that's a fun Shadows list. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. Probably not the best at turn one, but... And what is with all these Plague Rat decks? I've been seeing tons of people playing Plague Rat decks lately. And it's, wow. Martian Generosity, double key abduction with Plague Rats. This... My question is, what? $64. So this is in the rank of what I would be playing against. So let's see what happens. Not my Pip. Let's go Shadows. Let's do Ronnie. Do they have any artifacts I need to be concerned about? They have Seismo Entangler, which I probably should want to hold. Amber Conduction Unit. So I will hold Snecklifter. And let's just play a little Nif. Feels dirty to do that, though. Man, this is a shitty hand. So I'm gonna go Sanctum. Let's go Aubade, and then Prince Derek. Yeah, that's why I always check the SAS when I'm testing these decks. Like, would this justifiably be a deck that we have to face in this round? And unfortunately, this would. I don't get why DOK doesn't rank the Genka deck or Genka combo higher, because it's stupid how strong it is. It's slow, but it's really, really strong. Guess let's just go Shadows to play Whistling. Well, actually, let's go Ronnie Wrist Clocks, steal 1, Snack Lifter, Life for a Life, Life for a Life, Whistling Darts. And there's Chaos Portal 1. So I'm gonna go Logos, get these Chaos Portal out, and I'm going to put Archimedes next to Aubade. Yeah, and it's the argument behind, is the combo really worth that much? I think what's hurting this deck is it's a 5-count Plague Rat. So that mixed with Genka. Plague Rats tank people's SAS score because they're not good. they're decent damage, but past that, it's like a multi-card combo to do what one Ammonia Clouds can do. So Plague Rats get ranked pretty low mixed with the Genka, and it's got double Key Abduction, which is rough. So it's got a few things going against it in terms of the way they score SAS cards. But there's their first Genka, their first Generosity. They haven't played Key Abduction yet. But they also do have double Key Abduction with double Carpet Flotsam. So that lines up really well for some synergy. It's just a matter of what they're trying to do now. Yeah, Corythan and I have talked about AOA in great depth, we'll say that. He and I are not fans of the design of AOA. It was too forward thinking, and we haven't seen anything that truly... we haven't seen AOA truly shine. We don't know if we will, but who knows. I, though, am going to go Sanctum. Boy. So let's Reap. And Reap, I'm going to use Blinding Light to stun Mars. Let's Smite. Sure. And Healing Blast. I don't know if DT is going to get as much hate as AOA. I think the overall design of DT is going to be better favored, but I think the tide mechanic is going to be pretty hit or miss. I think a lot of people are going to either love it or hate it. And I do think the tide mechanic is... it's going to be interesting in Dark Tidings versus Dark Tidings matchups. But when you're in a game where it's like Dark Tidings versus Coda, Dark Tidings versus other sets, I don't agree. Because there's going to also be poison, and there's a lot of interesting interactions that aren't just exhausting. And I think people are going to play and realize that the exhaust mechanic is actually really good, because it takes a creature out and gives you benefits if that creature is exhausted. So it's I don't see it being super broken, but I do see it being more impactful. Ooh, I do need to think about this Chaos Portal though. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 logos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 logos, 3 shadows, which means 6 sanctum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so Chaos Portal. Let's hit Sanctum. And I hit it. Okay, so let's then... I'm going to discard standardized testing. I mean, how fair is that to say though if you haven't seen the Amber Pips? So we don't know what the distribution of Amber Pips on average is going to be. AOA was so slow because the average Amber Pips were so low as well. Let's go shadows. I just am not the kind of person that makes a decision about a set before the set has even come out. So I hold reservations until I've been able to see the cards played and seen the decks come out. I try not to, I don't pass judgment unless I know objectively what's happening. So my judgment on AOA, when I saw the set, I was like, yeah, this could be great. It's got some cool mechanics. Looks like they're really focusing on stunning. The alpha and omega could be cool. And then the set came out and I actually started playing decks and I was like, this is awful. I want nothing to do with this right now. I mean, and every set's not going to be a banger either. It's just, there's going to be hit or misses. I think Dark Tidings is the first set that Aaron Houghton co-designed, I believe. So we'll get to see a little bit of his influence, and I think it was Aaron and I forget who his co-designer is. I forget his name. I haven't watched any Crucible casts from like months ago. So it'll be interesting to see that design team and their first attempts together. Because now we're getting to the point where Brad Andres' influence is completely out of the game. Reap with Aubade. Let's go take hostages. Prince Derek is going to give me some nice amber boost there. I am going to Golden Aura Knuckles, because he's now Sanctum, can't be dealt damage. I'm going to have him fight, because then Little Nif is going to steal. And I captured from Take Hostages. Let's then Golden Aura Aubade and Free Marches. Boom, 14 Amber. There haven't been many. Oh, you mean the Crucible casts? Yeah, I think they had quite a few and then just stopped. And I think it was just they don't really have any new news. Everyone's just kind of waiting for Dark Tidings. I'm gonna go Logos. Let's archive Life for a Life, not take it. Draw a card, drop the other Chaos Portal. Oh, boo. I'm looking at the Curator, and I was like, oh, I should play that before. Oh, I just played the Chaos Portal. Then I'm going to Chaos Portal. Ooh, I'm going to have a bad time guessing this. I have no information. Cards in play, I've got 2, so I think I'm going Sanctum again. revealed Archimedes. So I reap with Archimedes. A 1 and a 4 are the most powerful, right? I'm okay with that. Gets rid of Lamindra, it gets rid of... It puts my Aubade in my archives and kills Prince Derek, which will cycle back through. So I'll go ahead and play it. I'm at check 6 of 6. But the nice thing about the Chaos Portal, the reason why you can know what's on top of your deck is if you miss with one Chaos Portal, you know exactly what is on top for the next Chaos Portal. So you at least hit it once. Problem is I think my opponent's going to be able to keep me off a key. Yeah, they got me down to 5 here. Dropping some Plague Rats. So I will be going Sanctum to drop this Aubade. And then do some smite bullshit. So let's go Sanctum. Or do I go Logos and use their Seismo to keep them off Amber? I think I go Sanctum. Going Logos would get way too fancy. Let's go Aubade. Merrick the Marked. Let's go ahead and Shield of Justice. And then use Smite on Knuckles to hit Umbra. Whoo boy! That was a rough matchup, but that was a good game. I liked that. I think I'm gonna have to give the Chair of Lemison some more attempts. And remember that I need to put Curator out before I drop my artifacts. I also just can't wait. I forgot that Dark Tiding releases in what, 3 weeks? Yeah, the 12th, isn't it? March 12th. So we've got 2 weeks and 6 days until Dark Tidings release. So gonna be cracking open new decks pretty soon. Which means actually Dark Tidings is going to become legal in the middle of Kote 8. So we might see some Dark Tidings decks in Kote that are probably very inaccurately ranked if TCO has support for Dark Tidings by then. $60 games going and none available. They want an SAS 70. Yeah, looks like that deck I just played, Mark, was they're testing for Kote because their game name was 64 or lower. Yeah, I think that's always the catch. There haven't been a lot of spoilers for this set, for the Dark Tidings set, so I think the trouble is because there aren't a ton of spoilers. I think Arcana has 70 something. I think 78 spoilers was the last I looked, and I think there's 200 something, like 250 new cards. So they're at, what is that, a fourth of the number of new cards. So there's going to be a while before every card is in TCO and properly programmed. There's nothing weird to have to program like alpha and omega or deploy or anything like that. So just getting the cards in the database should be pretty quick. But the problem is just getting access to every single card in the game. Yeah, because those events are at the mercy of what people pull. So it's just people putting cards in and then Team SAS scrubbing the master vault for all the data. Which is the cool thing, but also slightly frustrating thing when it comes to playing online, is we're at the mercy of people who are really just doing... I'm just going to play against a 70 and see what I can do. Yeah, people are creating this out of the goodness of their heart, like just because they want to provide this product to the community. But they also have real lives, and then there's a Patreon to support them. But it's not going to be flawless all the time, and it's a really good service that we're just thankful people take the time to put together. But in that, it does take time to put it together. I said SAS 70. I'm playing a 63. I think Chair of Lemeson's a 63. 64. Now they connected. One of the funniest plays I've ever done for with this deck is I was playing against a redacted deck. Actually, I think it was a double redacted deck, and I was able to Sneck Lifter both of them. And because I have Logos, I just sat there then and said, Logos, your turn. Logos, your turn. And I just won in 4 turns after that because I had 2 redacted. Let's go with a mulligan. They play Nox, so I'm gonna go Logos, drop Archimedes, and a Chaos Portal. It's true, Manadork. This is absolutely the chillest of all chill streams. But look at that, you got a fun little Martian subscriber icon now. Let's go Logos again for Chaos Portal and a Library. I don't have my Curator, but you know, shit happens. I'm gonna go Shadows because I don't have a lot of Shadows right now. What did I hit? I hit the Curator. Just gonna Reap. That is one crappy thing about whenever I play this deck. I seem to always draw the Curator after most of my artifacts are already out. We're so close to the 100 follower mark. We got 8 days. Just need 7 more people. Problem is I also don't have any Amber control. I kind of have some Amber control, but let's go Sanctum. Drop Aubade and then Merrick the Marked. Let's go Golden Aura to have Archimedes fight. Pip pip. Boom, boom, boom. It was like you were listening in on my conversation to my cat today. I just was going, she's super chill, and I was just like, how are you always so calm? You need to teach me. And she just looked at me like, yeah, it kind of bites me in the ass at work from time to time, being so easygoing, like being in a managerial position. I don't like having to chew people out for not getting shit done, but it just doesn't feel genuine from someone who's just like, it'll work out. Are you working every day and actually doing your job? Fine, take another day to get it done. That's fine. But sometimes I have to be like, you know what? Stop fucking around. Do your goddamn job. And it feels bad. Alright, I'm going to Logos. Draw a card. Pew. Drew. I didn't see what I drew. It looked like it was a healing blast. Card-wise, I'm very low on shadows. So I'm just going to drop Curator, just in case. And let's go Chaos Portal for shadows. Nope, it's a Pip, so let's Chaos Portal for Logos. Put Pip to the right. Reap. Archimedes. And Archimedes. So that's what I was talking about earlier, is if you miss on the first Chaos Portal, you get to see what it is, and then the second Chaos Portal just puts that into play. It's always nice when you can hit both on 2 different cards, but you can't always win. I do need to get rid of that Harvester. I don't know why they didn't put their Proliferator on a flank. Grove Keeper is going to be an issue because Inca's probably just going to get buffed and then start fighting and poisoning everything. So I can smite into... Oof. I've got some ways to deal with Inca. But, oh, there goes a Martian Generosity. Yep, here's what we're going to be seeing, Mark. We're going to be seeing a fuckload of Genka. Crapload of Martian Generosity and Key Abduction. Yep, that's the bullshit we're going to face this round. Problem is, I don't really have anything that can deal with that. Need some scaling amber control, honestly. I mean, we could be meta above the meta and just look for a 64-ish, like a 64 or below deck that has punctuated equilibrium, because that would be fucking hilarious. Oh, you just generositied? And bye-bye. Well, so they've got the Proliferator on the board, but it's not on a flank. So the ability of the Proliferator is offline already. And they'd have to fight, and then reap. I don't know, I'll have to, after break, or actually during break, I'll go through my DOK and see if I have a 64 deck with punctuated equilibrium. I would say, honestly, punctuated equilibrium or Dysania would probably be well, because they're going to dump stuff into their archives to try and, if they can, archive. I'd say punctuated equilibrium is a much harder counter, but Dysania could possibly work as well. Or Eaton's Jar. You just Eaton's Jar and say no generosity. So there's a few counters that can shut it down. It's just a matter of finding a deck that's good that has those counters. I think I am honestly just going to stay in Logos for a while here. So let's go Logos, Library of Babel, draw a Sanctum card. So I think my majority of cards are still shadows. So I'm just gonna reap with what I have on the board just in case. And then let's go Chaos Portal Shadows. Nope, it's a Prince Derek, so let's Chaos Portal Sanctum. Call that good. 7 of 10. Isn't it? I feel Mass Mutation is such a well-balanced set. It's not overbearingly powerful. It's not underwhelmingly weak. I think Mass Mutation just nails the mid-60s to mid-70s range really well. And that's like the high end of the standard curve of average. So I think Mass Mutation, and Orion and I have had this conversation a lot, that Mass Mutation really hits the balance of very effective balanced games against its own set. But then when you start playing Mass Mutation against a different set, those games are so varied it's hard to predict. Because you could have a mutant heavy deck that gets shut down somehow, or you're facing a Coda deck that somehow has 4 or 5 mutants, and so your Kurzap doesn't quite work. It becomes highly variant. Yeah, I think Mass Mutation is just straight down the middle. I've seen some very, very strong Mass Mutation decks, but I've also seen, like, most of the Mass Mutation decks I've seen are on the high end of average and the low end of competitive, which really lends to, if the player's really good and knows the deck really well, it can perform much, much better. Not my Archimedes, you dick. You killed my Archimedes. And then they're probably going to have Inca kill my other Archimedes. Or no, it's elusive, so they can't. That's fine. Yeah, that's always a funny interaction when Merrick the Mark captures an Amber and then immediately gets killed. Yep, I've seen the same. That Mass Mutation, their blowout decks are just hyper efficient card draw. What is in my hand? What is going on? Oh, they've got a Hysteria in addition to Key Abduction. They've got 5 cards left with 1 card in their archives. Yeah, that is a crazy Maverick. That's stupid. Followed by a Dusk Witch. That's great. Okay, I do have Smite, which can take care of Dusk Witch. I'm just trying to think if I have anything else. I will probably next turn drop Logos with Curator and get use of all my artifacts right away. So I think I need to go Sanctum to just handle this board right now. So let's go Abed, Prince Derek, just to get creatures out. Let's go take hostages. Then a Golden Aura to fully heal. Let's have... They're both the same, effectively. Let's have Derek just be the fully healed one. Let's Smite with Derek and fight right there. And then... do I heal their Nox? I don't think I do. I just needed to get that Dusk Witch off the board because I had a feeling they were going to drop a bunch of Mars stuff next turn if they had their Dusk Witch out. Yeah, that was the debate, is healing Nox worth getting to 5 of 6 Amber? And then with the Nox next to Grove Keeper, with my creature lineup, it's going to be difficult to kill that Nox if I fully heal it. If it stays unhealed, I can at least chip away at it. Maybe. I'm baffled. I mean, they're not drawing through their deck, so they probably have not found their key abduction. Or they're trying to do a one-turn win. They're trying to do... What can they do? Have double? They only have single key abduction, so they can't do a one-turn win. But I am going to go Logos. Because I'm going to drop Archimedes with a Curator. And then let's go Archimedes with Pip Pip. Chaos Portal, Library. Let's go Library. Draw a card, gets rid of shadows. So now I gotta do some quick math. Math, I'm just doing counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 5 Sanctum in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 Logos and 8 Shadows. So Shadows is my most likely. Throwing Stars, nice. Boom, boom. And then let's go Shadows again. Life for a life, that's fine with me. Actually, if I sacrifice Derek, I don't want to sacrifice Derek. I'm gonna get rid of Curator. That was a good turn. I liked that turn. Yeah, Mark's got an awesome draw efficient mass mutation deck, but it's a one-trick pony. So it just draws and draws and draws and draws and draws. And that's it, unless it sees stuff in the right order, it kind of just stops there. And that's the catch too. Excuse me, like Kip's buy list. Oh, okay. Jesus. They've got 25 cards in hand, 1 in their discard, and 10 in their deck. I think here comes a key abduction. Yep, there we go. And they're going to drop a Proliferator to try and grab that key abduction next turn. But, so, as we're talking about decks, right, I think the most important thing to know about Keyforge when you're trying to play Keyforge competitively, you're looking at, realistically, it doesn't matter how strong your deck is. There's never going to be any deck in the world that is undefeated in competitive formal play. And that's because regardless of how strong the deck is, it's still a card game. So you're still at the mercy of the randomness of your draws. You're still also looking at the fact that you're at the mercy of your matchups more than at the mercy of your best deck. So if you're playing an Amber Rush deck, one of your big Achilles heels is an Infernus heavy deck. If you don't ever see one, you're probably going to do really well in a tournament. But if you see a couple Infernus decks, you might end up being at the bottom of the barrel. Problem is, I need to kill Glixel. Boy. Oh boy. So, do I play Shadows, or do I just go for the guaranteed kill on Glixel and go Sanctum? I think I just go for the guaranteed kill on Glixel here. So I'm going to have Prince Derek fight Glixel, and I'm going to Blinding Light Mars. Yeah, that was my debate. Do I allow them to have Glixel? But I mean, that allowing them to have their entire deck in their hand is pretty disgusting. But it would be absolutely hilarious if I had a punctuated Equilibrium. Right? Do I give them a 36 card hand? Or what do they have? 6 on the board? Do I give them a 30 card hand? And then PE it? Discard your entire hand, please. And the funny thing is, when you play PE, when you play PE, as the active player, you get to choose the order that things go in the discard pile. So I'm like, just give me your entire deck. I'm gonna stack it, and then you're gonna shuffle. I agree on principle too. I'm not a full collector. I do, realistically, per set, I probably buy 3 full display boxes, which isn't crazy by any means. It gives me enough of a spread that I get a pretty good feel of the set. I get a couple pretty strong competitive per set, and then mostly a lot of average casual decks. I find it flamboyantly oppressive to other players for people to buy, like, I mean, I think there's 10 players in the world that own over 3,000 Keyforge decks each. So that's 30,000 decks among 10 people. There's absolutely no need for that. I get that you have that disposable income, you feel like flipping decks, whatever, but I don't know. If you want to flip cards and make profit off of it, good on you, but Keyforge is not the game to do it in. Go to Magic, open 10,000 packs and sell those and get $500 for a single card instead of $500 for a deck. I've got a lot of strong feelings about deck flippers in Keyforge. I want them to just get 1 more Amber so I can steal 2 with Ronnie. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of 2s. My standardized testing is just creaming itself right now. Their entire board are all 2s. Oh, but now I have a Ronnie play. I can't let them keep this board though. That's too much Amber, so I gotta go Logos. I will take my archives. Pip's gonna reap. Yep, and I'm gonna be stunned 3 times. That's standardized testing, Curator, and Hex Beyond. Check at 7. They are also at check at 7. I have a full hand of shadows. When this match is over, I'll be taking my midstream break. It's a little later than usual, but this has been a really good match. And I'm holding the own. I'm going toe-to-toe with a 70 SAS Genka deck, so I think this Chair of Lemison might have some legs for this round. Doesn't have scaling Amber control, which is the rough part, but that might not be the worst thing. I might just keep testing this deck for the rest of the stream. See how I feel. I also was going to look at seeing if I have any decks that have punctuated Equilibrium that are in this range, the 64 range. Minimum of 62. Maximum of 64. Nothing in this range with PE. What were the other cards? Eaton's Jar. Nothing with Eaton's Jar. 1 with Desania, and it's an absolutely awful deck, so I'm not going to be playing that. I'm going to forge the yellow key. I'm going to go Shadows. Let's start with a Ronnie. And a Knuckles. I don't think they have any artifacts. So Snecklifter's okay. Let's put a Gamgee over here. And I'm going to discard one Nif. And play the other to deploy between Ronnie and Knuckles. Nope, I don't have any Eaton's Jar or Punctuated Equilibrium at 64 or lower. Oh, and they've got they're in check, so we gotta go Shadows. I'm gonna force my hand here. So Shadows, steal one. Knuckles, fight to steal from Nif. So let's fight. Duskwitch is probably going to be the best choice here. And then Ronnie is going to fight Duskwitch, steal another. Gamgee. I guess I should have reaped with Gamgee first, but you know, you live and you learn. Let's reap and reap. And let's life for a life to bounce this Ronnie and then kill probably Rustgnawer. Yeah. Checkmate at 9. They do have a graft, but that's too late. Cutthroat, that steals in 2. Doesn't keep me off check. They could play a wormhole here and flip into something good. Like they could wormhole into a key abduction, which would be gross. But I think they're just reaping and hoping they pull something. No? GG. Whew, boy, that was close. I 2-0 with this deck against both times it beat a Genka deck. So yeah, I beat both Genkas. That does give me positive thoughts for this deck in this rank. So I think I'm going to keep testing this after I get back from the break and see truly how strong it is. I'm really excited. I love Snecklifter. It's probably my favorite Shadows creature from AOA. But yeah, the fact that this can beat both Genka, I don't think it was really truly... I really don't think it was anything I did that thwarted them. I think it was just I'm able to go fast enough and I have enough, just barely enough Amber control, but also that stun control with Pip Pip that I can keep them at bay and slow them down just a tiny bit. So I'm curious about playing some more matches with it. We'll chat more when I get back. I need a drink. My throat is getting all dry. But I will leave game. See you in a few. Hey gang, I'm back. Let's see. Didn't miss too many messages, just one. Nice amount of capture steal. Yeah, so I think that's part of what it's doing is it doesn't have any blowout amber control. I mean, the most being 2 Ronnies to steal 4 if they were at, was that 10 amber? And they'd still be on, actually 9, I could pull them out of check and I would still steal 4. But I think the trick with it is that it has consistency, that it can keep just chipping away amber and keep their card draw, smack my microphone, keep their card draw low for a Genka, so they don't have a ton of card draw, which I think is very apt that that's what's going on. I'm going to quick join, keep playing this deck. Got roughly an hour left on stream, so I should be able to get 2 to 3 more matches in. What are we playing? Playing against Mass Mutation. Double Fandangle, double Cephaloist, so need to keep them below 4 amber as best as I can. They're looking at, and it's an Amphora Captura deck. Woof. Looking at 11, 21 creature deck, so I'm going to have a hard time keeping the board here. I'm going to mulligan. This is not a good start hand. And that's arguably worse. But artifacts that might be good targets for Snack Lifter. I've got Library, M4 Captura. Anything in this? No. So 2 targets that I could grab. I don't really like that Dark Fairy being out there already, but I'm going to go Logos. I do have the Curator, and no artifacts. Excuse me. Why are they going after my Curator? You're just going to put them in my archives? Let's go Shadows. Ronnie. And then Snack Snecklifter for now. Let's go Life for a Life to hit Ronnie, and then Dark Fairy. So that puts Ronnie right into my archives. I probably should have put Snecklifter on the other side. That's what I get for trying to play too fast. Because I knew I was going to kill that Ronnie to archive him. So I'd want Snecklifter on this side as well to fall under that Archimedes. But how did they just archive everything? Oh, they killed it in an order that ended up archiving my Snecklifter anyway. That's fine. Drop their Anguish. What did they archive? Dark Fairy, okay. Let's go Sanctum. Let's just cycle my hand a little bit. Let's just drop some Amber. What's my opponent doing? Also, while I'm waiting, I'm curious what their SAS is. Kate, Creeping Plane Warmaster. 72. Think with the theme of playing some low 70s against this deck. I'm fine with them hitting 6s and 3s because I'm just going to drop a standardized testing here. Gain 3 Amber from it. It's going to leave my board alone because I have a 4. That's going to wipe their entire side. Is it worth grabbing my archives though? I don't, not for Curator. Yeah, I don't think it's worth wiping my archives for Curator because I've only got Memory Chip, which does not need to be ready when it comes to play, so I'll leave my archives alone. The Axiom, so they'll keep their Citizen Shricks. I'm still gonna play standardized testing though. Let's go Memory Chip, standardized testing, pip pip. And then probably Shadows after this, because I've got Snecklifter and Ronnie. They've got to be coming close to grabbing at least one of their artifacts. Gamgee and Little Niff and Ronnie and Snecklifter, and then I can Life for a Life whatever I need to. I can also go Sanctum, but I want to get Shadows on the board before I go Sanctum because then I could trigger Prince Derek. Ooh, they got Soul Keeper on there. Yeah, definitely going Shadows. Taking my archives. Soul Keeper is the most powerful. So, I mean, it's going to be a 2 regardless. So let's go Ronnie, steal 2. Then Gamgee. Snecklifter. I'm gonna hold Snecklifter. It's Life for a Life to hit Ronnie into Shricks. And then let's get rid of Pip Pip. And then let's drop Little Nif to the right. So my Logos is now gone, so Prince Derek is still offline. Oh, snap. My replacement parts for my 3D printer just got to Denver. A couple more days. Then I can print again. Let's go. Blue key. Another Soul Keeper and Snarette. That's going to be a bitch. I guess, honestly, like, Shadows just make sense right now, but boy, let's be sneaky. So let's go Sanctum. Let's drop Prince Derek. I don't get the +3. I'm gonna play Free Marches for 2. For 3? I thought it's because I got the Logos artifact. And then let's Smite. So then it's going to kill Snarette, kill Prince Derek, and I steal 1. This deck is nasty. It's got just some weird key prevention that doesn't seem like it would be good, but it can line up pretty well. And I think Logos would be a good turn next because I'll get a Chaos Portal and a Babel on play. Right? And Smite with Golden Aura, and then I've got Merrick the Marked. Like, there's none of this Amber control is overwhelming. It's just a lot of, like, death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, and I love the fighting tricks with Little Nif, too. It's like, oh, I'm going to drop that creature and fight with them this turn. Have fun dealing with it. Amber Imp and Drekker aren't terrible. So I'm going to go Logos. I'm going to archive my Snack Lifter just so it stops eating up space in my hand. Let's drop this Curator. Might as well put it to the right. Chaos Portal and Babel. So I'm going to draw with Babel and then start doing some counting. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 4 shadows left in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 Logos. To 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 5, 4. Or sorry, was it 5, 4, 4? 5, 4, 4. So Shadows is a rough call, but it's my best bet. Nope. Hex Beyond. But now I should have a little better of a chance. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 3 Sanctum, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 Logos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3. So I wouldn't go down to. Okay. Not much better. I'm staying pretty close, right around, yeah, 4, 4 or 4, 3, 3. Yeah, that is a good point. So what do I want to see right now? I don't know this deck well enough, so I'm cheating and hitting my deck. Right now, I really want to see probably other Logos cards. So if I go Logos, yeah, I'm gonna go other Logos and archive Little Nif. No to my archives. Let's go Hex Beyond. Library of Babel. I drew Shadows, so Shadows is out. So let's Chaos Portal Logos. Yeah, I hit Archimedes! So put it to the right. Let's have the Curator. Is this Reap? They're not in check yet. I do need to deal with this Faust, though. That is a good point, though, Kelly, is I try and play the probability, but I honestly have never sat and thought like, oh, you know, if the odds are pretty even, why don't I just hope for, what I want to see? But the Shadows turn here is going to be pretty fun. I'll be able to play Ronnie. I'll be able to play Snecklifter to take Library of Polyosaurus. So at most they're going to get one use out of this before I take it. They're an Untamed, so they're not even going to get a use out of it before I take it. And I will, as long as the Curator stays up, I'll also get a use out of Subtle Maul on next turn. So I'm going Shadows, taking my archives. I'm going to go Subtle Maul. Discard a card. What did they lose? They lost Stomp, which is great. I currently have more Amber than them. And that's just going to continue. So I'm going to, let's play Ronnie. Let's play Snecklifter and grab the Library. Let's then take Knuckles to the left. Gamgee. I'm actually going to have Little Nif fight Amber Imp. Gamgee's going to fight Amber Imp. Die. Couldn't steal anything, so that was dumb, but I did need to get rid of Amber Imp because of the Cephaloists. And then Little Nif. Let's deploy to the right and pop it right there. I do have Throwing Stars, so I can pop this ward off and actually double deal with Faust, but I do need to also deal with these Cephaloists. And they just dropped a Bumblebird, which sucks because they actually got use out of Bumblebird. Oh boy, okay. Golden Auras are probably actually going to help me here. If I Golden Aura and then try and fight into these Cephaloists. Maybe. I'm against a wall right now. I think I need to stop trying to control and just push to win now. Because I'm not going to get any use out of steals. So I just need to reap. Because I don't have anything to deal with 12 power innately. Because I don't have my standardized testing. Yep. So I think I go Shadows, because I'm going to pop off those wards, fight Faust twice, Oh boy. Okay. So let's go shadows. So I'm going to start with throwing stars, hit that ward. What else do I want to hit? Probably start chipping away at the cephaloists. And then let's subtle maul. Get rid of red hot armor. Fight Faust. Fight Faust. Reap. Reap. And then fight Pismire, maybe? No, I think I just keep going after the cephaloist. This is rough. This is a rough match. I already forgot what their rank was. I'm just fat fingering everything. I think they were 70 something. Yeah, they're 72. So I'm expected to lose this one. Once they did drop their cephaloist, I don't have... Yeah, large boards, pretty big weakness. They gave me a really opportune time to play standardized testing. And standardized testing honestly wouldn't do very well. It would hit a Bumblebird and then the warded, so... Brobnar's probably going to be pretty rough. Saurian can be pretty rough as well. Yeah, that's rough. I think the problem is I also have not seen a lot of Sanctum at the right times in this matchup, so I'm at some really weird... I mean, my Sanctum house doesn't have huge bodies, but Smites and Golden Auras and stuff do allow me to fight. I'm trying to remember what my current matchups were, or my recent matchups were. I don't think I personally have played against Brobnar, but I've brought Brobnar at least to one round. I think I need to go Sanctum. And there's nothing in my archives for it, so let's go no. Let's go Merrick the Marked to the right. Golden Aura to Knuckles. You're gonna fight, take that Cephaloist out. I need to do 5 damage. So I wish I had a Smite. I really wish I had a Smite. But then Golden Aura on... As it ultimately doesn't matter. Let's go Hexbion and Reap. And then play Healing Blast. Check at 8. And that's all she's gonna write. I don't have any way to keep them off their third key. So really wide boards are gonna be a weakness for sure. Which makes me want to abandon this deck because you really do need board control at these lower ranks. Because if you just let your opponent run rampant, they're just gonna reap until you lose. So let's go constraints. Let's keep filtering. Let's keep working. SAS maximum of 64. Curious what my creature control is. My maximum creature control. That Ranger Wadsworth deck has one of my highest creature controls. I think that Ranger Wadsworth deck really is pulling at me. I do have a Brig deck, but no. No. I've seen a lot of stuff I have no interest in playing. Yeah, okay. GG. Leave. Alright. I'm going to put up a new game. I'm going to go back to that Ranger Wadsworth while I'm continuing to look at the other stuff. Okay. A lot of weird decks that I've got in my collection in this range. I don't feel good about any of them. I feel okay about a decent amount of them. And I'm going first. So I'm okay with Edarom going out. It's a card I rarely get much use out of. I also do have a gold Key Imp deck with Restringuntus, so that might be a fun one to try. I guess let's go Untamed, let's go Punpaka Anga, Kangafant, and Lodon just for an Amber. Okay, so I want to link that Restringuntus with double gold Key Imp. I'm curious what the Hive Mind believes is good and bad about that deck. I have a unique way of talking myself in and out of certain decks, so I like getting a third opinion. Or third opinion, talking to myself, an additional opinion. So I'm going to go Shadows, No Safety in Numbers, then Bad Penny, and Gambling Den. I dropped the Howling Pit, so I've got hand size of 7. This one. Sure. Let's go Gambling Den with Untamed. Nope. It was a Hawk. So I'm going to play. If I go Dis, I can do Misery Exploit. If I go Shadows, let's go Shadows. Double Spike Trap. Reap with Bad Penny. Let's Pestering Blow. And call that good. I'm not gonna gamble. I will, however, play Untamed. And yeah, let's go ahead and drop Mustic Murmook, Nuke Dinobot, double Fangtooth, there. I probably could have just Spike Trapped here, but if I double Spike Trap, it'll kill both of them. It'll kill my entire board. So I do not want to do that. But if I don't, I'm gonna kill my Mustic Murmook anyway. So I might as well. Just fuck it. Caution to the Wind puts us both in check is what it does. Ooh. Fuck it. I think I gamble. What do I got? That's what I was thinking. This? Nope. Oops. So let's go dis. Yeah, Soul Fiddle. Misery Exploit, just discard. Draining Touch, just discard. Puzzle, go ahead and play. No, I'm gonna discard. End turn. Kill both their creatures. Have fun keeping a board. I'm not gonna gamble. I've been striking out like crazy on those. But I am gonna play Dis. Let's play in Furnace. Look at my opponents. Anything with doubles? No. So I do not like Dark Wave. And I don't like Eclectic Inquiry. Let's go Inspector. In turn. Hit my Inspector and then hit their Smoko. So I hit their Effervescent, which is a really good hit for my Inspector. Bone Rot Venom, okay. So at the end of my turn, Smiling Ruth and Fidget. They hit with a big board there. Fuck it, I might as well just call it. Let's just go dis. Hey, I hit it! Okay. I don't want to go Shadows because I'm just going to discard these. If I go dis, I'm going to go dis. I'm going to Reap. Draining Touch, Smiling Ruth. Soul Fiddle, Fidget. Oops, that was a misclick. I wanted Nexus. Nexus, actually, now I'm thinking about it. you. Remove Enrage. Modify tokens, Enrage. Thank you. End turn. Fangtooth is going to hit Fidget, and then I'm going to hit, yeah, Mesa's Asp. I do think I need to go through my hand here and pitch some shadow stuff. Probably hawk the Miasma Bomb. Oof. At least Orb of Wonder is the deck, not the discard, but what are they fishing for? Jesus. Gambling then, might as well. I'm just gonna call Shadows. Nope. It's an Infernus. So I'm gonna go Shadows. I'm just gonna hawk this Miasma. Well, Miasma Bomb's not gonna do anything right now. So I'm gonna hawk Orb of Wonder. I'm gonna discard all these creatures because I want to hit their creatures. Squire Alice and Nexus. I do think this deck would do much better against a similarly ranked deck. I think just the the low 70s are just a little too much aggro for this deck to be able to handle, but I think the double Fangtooth, double Infernus is going to be super oppressive against another 64. So I do think this is probably my best rounded 64. Further testing to decide. Gambling Den? No, I'm not gonna fuck around with it, am I? No. So if I go Dis, let's go Dis. Let's drop my key to Dis. I don't want them to really get any reap effects here, so I'm gonna Enrage Dinobot. I'm gonna play Infernus for theirs. I'm gonna hit Commandeer. Almost said Commandeer. And then probably Mutagenic Serum. Actually, I have 0 amber right now, so what do I want to get rid of? Probably their board clears. Let's do that. And drop Dendrix. End turn. Fangtooth's gonna hit Smoko and the Archivist. So they're purged of 7. So I mean, this deck can purge quite a bit, which is nice. Problem is, I'm playing against a deck that's not letting me do much else. I got 2 cards and it's 50-50, so fuck it. I'm gonna gamble and say Shadows. And I missed, so good on me. Untamed. I am going to... Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna nuke the board. Let's start there. Because then I'm gonna play Punpaka Anga, then a Harmonia, then a Nawbil, and a Regrowth to grab... What should I grab? Probably another Infernus? Probably another Infernus, honestly. And Cauldron Boil. Yep, gonna hit Harmonia and they're gonna hit Pampaka. That's fine. I just wanted the Gnaw Builder survive because if they call Shadows to try and keep me off a key, they're gonna nuke. Actually, they would choose, so they could hit my Gambling Den. We'll see. No, they chose Sanctum, so they're gonna let me forge this key. Spirit's Way, Orb of Wonder, Scrivener. That's fine. I'm not gonna Gambling Den because I actually want to key this game. So let's go Dis. Let's prevent that Reap effect. Discard the Misery. Let's go Inspector, Inspector, and Infernus. And I'm gonna just hit theirs because I don't have any good targets. I'm gonna get rid of that Spirit's Way, and I'm gonna get rid of just their big bodies. So I'm gonna get rid of Vemos. End turn. Fangtooth Inspector and the other Inspector. So I am just gobbling their deck up right now. 11 purge cards. Problem is I'm not going to actually be able to win. It's just I am tearing their deck to shreds. Not a lot going in my favor right now, though. Sure, Gambling Den. What do I got? Good choice of probably Untamed. Nope. Key to Dis. Okay. I do need to steal. I don't have the ability to steal, so that's game. But I'm just going to call Shadows. Because why not? Let's Oubliette. Let's purge that Masis Asp. Make that purge 13. Let's hawk this Miasma Bomb. Let's Pestering Blow there. That's Umbra and Seeker Needle. Hit Umbra and then hit Techno Knight. Honestly, I don't think that game was terrible for the rank. As a 72 versus 64. And the 64 went toe-to-toe. I wasn't able to keep much of a board, unfortunately. Huh. I'm going to try that last deck, though. It Who Adequately Tastes Like Chaos. This one looks fun. And this one is another 64. Sorry, it says 63, but it's in the 64 bracket. It's got a TMTP, a Trust No One. It's got an average curve for a lot of things. It's 18 creatures, 15 actions, 2 artifacts. It has the Scaling Amber, which is TMTP, and then 2 board wipes, which are both Harbingers. And then it has a couple not finished with use. So I can wipe the board and then put all that shit back in my deck that I lost. And this 2 shoes every start of the game, so I'm just gonna mulligan. And now I have one choice. So that's good times. And this will be my last match of the stream. It's 2:40, so I've got 20-ish minutes till my usual end time. So let's go with House Dis. Let's drop a Rock Gub. just because I want to drop this Scullion, which will kill Rotgub. And then Eater of the Dead. Let's go ahead and shuffle that Rotgub back in, and Festering Touch just to do a damage to Liam Spy. Early Anguish. Alright, let's go Brobnar with an Ire Staff, a Gron 9 Toes, and then let's drop a Fire Breath on Gron. Oh, hit my Hawk. Okay. Do they have any artifacts? That was the question. Nothing in Dis. Safe place in Shadows. Eh. And nothing in Untamed. They do have a Reclaimed by Nature, though. So let's go ahead and play Dis. That's Harbinger, followed by a Scullion to sacrifice and clear the board, and then I lost a Buzzle, which could have been a better hit, but I got a board clear out of it. I was hoping they would hit like Blood Money or something, or my Kaimor. Okay. I guess let's just get Shadows set up. Let's discard that, Subtle Maul, and then hold the damn TP. God. All fucking day. I play Dis, I draw Dis. I play Shadows, I draw Shadows. I play Brobnar, I draw Brobnar. So let's go ahead and let's stay Brobnar. Let's play Blood Money to get that on Subtle Auto, and then let's go ahead and enrage him. Just if they want to use him now, they have to kill him. Otherwise, I'm just going to play Mug and get that Amber off of him and kill him. Mark of Dis, so I'm going to be locked into Brobnar, so there's no Mug trick. Double Doom, man, they have a lot of discard here. So let's go Gron 9 Toes and then Gravel Guts. I'm curious what this one ranks as, because this is feeling like a very strong deck. Yep, 78. Oh man. Whatever. I was hoping the last game would actually be a good one instead of me just getting my ass handed to me by someone with a fragile ego who queues in casual with... There's 55... I mean, whatever. I just asked my opponent, or I said, I'm not quite sure why you're playing a 78 in casual, but whatever. And my opponent's excuse was, I'm not that good yet. You're doing pretty good by now, man. Let's go Brobnar. I'm going to Ire Staff just to increase the power here, because I'm going to get 2 uses out of this Stiltkin. So I'm going to hit Subtle Auto, and then I'm going to go Gravel Guts to hit Bonithing, and then Overrun's not going to do anything, because I could only kill 2 instead of 3, but I'm just going to play it for an Amber. Going House Dis. Snaret's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm glad I went 1 over. Inspector. Wow. They God. They purged my TMTP out of a completely random purge hit. It's great. It's great. Shadows. Start with a mug on Snarette. Subtle Maul. Let's get rid of that. Look over there. And Avinda and Simon. I mean, yeah, but they also were never in a point where I could play it, so I was just like, TMTP honestly is a pretty easy card if you're playing quote unquote next level. It's a pretty easy card to play around. You get to 6 Amber and you just ride it out until your opponent has no more answers. Earthbind, I can't do anything unless I have discarded. I could steal 1, or I could make them lose 2 and shuffle some stuff back into my deck. So I think I'm gonna go Dis. Lose 1, lose a 2nd. Let's go Not Finished With You to shuffle. I like that Scullion Harbinger combo. Call that good. And then an okay Brobnar hand that actually can make this overrun trigger, potentially. That's fine. Buff my Grand Nine Toes. It's fine with me. Brobnar. So what do I want to do? So Grand Nine Toes is at 9 power right now. I'm gonna take 6, so I will survive fighting Cinder. So I'm going to kill Cinder. I've got 3 Skirmish, which will kill either of these. Okay, so let's go Stiltkin to fight Dino Beast, Gravel Guts to fight Snarette. Let's... oh boy. That's a rough Narp. And let's go Stiltkin to the left. Narp, which is going to ready Stiltkin, but then Stiltkin can't reap. I'm going to play Overrun. And I'm going to Ire Staff my Stiltkin over there. Yep, I forged because they had an Amber on their safe place. Nothing I could do about that. And then they hit Infernus. Yeah, this player's not that good. I hate people. Just suck it up. I mean, if you want to get better, here's my mini soapbox. If you want to get better, queue in competitive queues and get your ass kicked. That's all you need to do. I think I'm just gonna go Brobnar and Reap like crazy. So let's Reap. I can't Reap with him, so I'm gonna fight Cinder. Narple Reap. Flamewake Shaman's just gonna come out, do 2 to Cinder, and then Nogi Smart Fist is gonna come out, and I'm gonna Ire Staff to Enrage Cinder, just so he can't use his Reap effect. And I'm okay with this Brobnar if they... Oh. I was just going to say, well, if they can't board clear, I'm okay with running this Brobnar for a while. But nope, they handled the board clear. So I'm going to go Shadows. Trust no one's going to steal me 1. Pestering Blow and Pestering Blow. And then let's Hidden Stash this Harbinger. 8 of 6 check. I do draw into the Scullion Harbinger, and this, I had one in the archives too, so I get a pretty nice comboed board clear here. And I can follow it with shuffling them back into my deck. Yeah, I definitely need to board clear here. So Dis. I will take my archives because I'm going to go Harbinger, Scullion, into Harbinger. Let's drop the other Harbinger. Let's drop the Eterome. Not finished with you. Shuffle those bad boys back in. And let's just put the gas on. See what I can do. I'm actually really weirded out that this deck is duking it out with a 78. I'm going to go down to 3 Amber because they hit me with another Infernus. Oh boy. Double Doom. So they hit my Narp, but they bounce my Eterome back. Discarded the Gateway. So what's going to get me the most Amber here? I'm going to steal 1. This Shadows will put me in check. So let's go Shadows. Pestering Blow. And then Mug. Check at 6. See, this deck is surprising me as well. I don't know if this opponent's just drawn terribly or if I'm... There's a lot of factors. I need to test this one some more too. I'm waiting for them to type something like, see, SAS doesn't matter. It ultimately doesn't, but it gives you a pretty good snapshot of what tier of play that deck competes at. Sweet. Gave me the win. I didn't get mad at all, man. Well, you know what? I'm okay with that win. Beating a 78 with a 63. Did I say that was a 63? 63, yeah. That wasn't a bad game. It's got 2 overruns, which is a weird way to do Amber control, but that Brobnar house is able to actually do that. So that was a fun match, honestly. I'm gonna put that in my continue to test list, and I'm gonna close stream out, go on with the rest of my day doing a whole bunch of other nerdy shit. So I will be back on Friday for another Champions Challenge night. Go ahead and bring whatever decks you want, challenge me to a match, see if you can join the ranks of basically everybody who has beat me so far. And that'll be Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain. So other than that, I'm going to sign off. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for new subscribers, new followers. And as always, remember, when in doubt, reap it out. Take care.